I will explain the LeetCode problem number 73, set matrix zeros. What this question means, they will give us an m cross n integer matrix, and what we need to do means, if any element in the matrix is 0, then we need to set its entire row and column to 0. That's it. This question is very simple, and I will explain once again with example. Then I will explain how to code this up and what is the approach behind this to code. Here I will explain with two examples here. In this matrix, the element in this matrix, there is a 0, right? So we need to make this, and we need to set this entire row and this entire column to 0. That's it. And I will explain this example too also. In this matrix there is an two zeros, so we need to make this entire row and entire column, this entire column and this entire row. That's it. We need to make this entire rows and columns if any element in the matrix exists as 0. Okay, that's it. These are the two examples. So we will now move into the coding. Not coding, before moving to the coding we need to understand the approach, right? So now I will explain the approach. So I will explain with example 1 here. Same example I am taking here, and that's now for solving this we need to take the two arrays. One is row and the one is column. Why I am taking is, if any element in the matrix is 0, then I need to mark this column need to be 0 and this row need to be 0. So I just updating. Initially when I declaring the column, sorry, these two arrays, all the values of these two arrays are 0. So when any element in the matrix is 0, I just update that row to 1 and that column to 1. Okay, after throughout the iteration, row by row, till the end of this matrix, then we will again iterate through the matrix. So I will iterate throughout the matrix once again, and I will check if any row is equals to 1. It means if any row that is equals to 1 means we need to make this all the elements in that row to 0. No, so that I am making that the values in the matrix is 0. And also if any column is equals to 1, it means if any column that equals to 1 means we need to make that column also zeros. It means I need to make this whole column, the values in that whole column to zeros. So I just doing the same. I hope the logic for solving this is clear, right? And now I will move into the coding part. I will solve this question in the LeetCode, so you will understand very clearly then. So what I initially doing means, I need to declare the two arrays. One is row, uh, and another is column. Okay, then what we need to do, we need to iterate through the array, and we need to iterate through the matrix, and if you found any value in the matrix is 0, then we need to mark that row and column to 1. Okay, I am checking if any element of the matrix is 0. So what I need to do, if any element is 0, just I need to mark that row and that column in the arrays. Okay, what I declared before. Okay, after this I need to iterate once again. For what? I need to make this entire row to 0 and entire column to 0. Till now I just mark which rows and which columns are need to be 0. That's it. Now I will iterate once again throughout the matrix, and I will update the where the elements need to get into 0, need to change to 0. If any row or column is equals to 1, it means what we need to do, just we need to make that row and that column to 0. Any elements, all the elements in that row and that column should be 0. So we're checking any row is equals to 1, any column here in the array is 1. Now we just updating the values in the matrix. I am once again repeating this. If any elements in the array is okay, here we need to check that if any row is equals to 1 means that row in that matrix all the elements should be 0, right? And also if any column is equals to 1 means that column containing all the elements need to be 0. That's it. That's it, right? Just that condition I am checking here. Let's run this. Okay, I did something. Okay, spelling mistake, syntax. Okay, all the test cases are passed. Now I will submit it. Yeah, that's clear, right? If you have any doubts, you can just comment below. I will reply to every comment as soon as possible.